going, Cake Eaters? It's Producer Guy Phil, and we're back with some more NHL 17 content. Really quick, be sure to crush that like button because we are on the road to 5K. And again, you know what happens when we hit 5K? Huh? You want to know what happens? Huh? Well, actually, two people are going to win Young Stars copies of NHL 18. Yeah, it's exciting. So in order to be eligible for that, you got to be following me on Twitter. Yes, follow me on Twitter at Arcade Regiment, because even if we don't hit 5K, that's fine. Someone is still going to win a Young Stars copy and a t-shirt. An Arcade Regiment t-shirt. It is going to happen. I'm excited. But today, we're going to see if the powerhouse Ontario can win the Stanley Cup. I just pissed off so many Sens fans because I just took out... I said Sens fan. I meant Sens fans because I just took out the Sens. But that's okay because another O team is going right in here. The Ontario Originals. Look how powerful they look. Oh my goodness. That is not even fair. It's not even fair. By the way, there is going to basically be players on this team that aren't going to be on this team because there are so many good players in Ontario. I'm already getting this out of the way now. So just as a heads up, I tried to make this team the best that I could. I also had help from Jonathan Taves in the Discord. Shout out to him, my man. But yeah, so there's going to be players that you think should be on this team that probably aren't, or vice versa, that I think should be on here. You might be like, well, why'd you put them on here? And I'll go over some picks in a second, but there's a lot of good players on this squad. Seriously, this might be the most stacked team in the entire game. Look at that. 198-89 goaltending, obviously the issue, but you know what? There is two good goalies in the net, so let's kick it right off the hop. We got Tyler Seguin, Steven Stamkos, Corey Perry, Claude Giroux, John Tavares, Connor McDavid on the second line left wing. Oh my goodness. Jeff Carter, Joe Thornton, Wayne Simmons, Matt Duchene, Ryan O'Reilly, and Mark Scheifele. That is just filthy. Then you got Burns and Doughty, Giordano and Pietrangelo from King City. Represent, nice. And then Jake Muzzin and Dougie Hamilton. And in the net, we have Cam Talbot and Matthew Murray. Matt Murray looks a lot like my buddy Justin, by the way. It's very, very uncanny. In our first game against the Maple Leafs. Interesting. All right. So let's just go ahead and sim to the end of the month. And let's talk about the season so far that's going to be coming up, guys. It's August. I believe it's August 1st today. Happy birthday to my stepdad, Jay. Happy birthday, buddy. But the thing is a couple things. First, Jaromir Jagr doesn't have a contract. That's interesting. Iginla doesn't have a contract. Again, also interesting. But we are basically a month and a bit away from training camps and from preseason starting. That's excellent, guys. Oh my goodness. We're getting so close to that happening, man. We're kind of just in this, again, like purgatory period of nothing really happening so far right now. It's a little odd. I can't really say I approve of it, but it's a little weird. And I don't know what is going to happen this upcoming year, especially with those contracts, man. Those free agents, there's a little bit of interesting things happening here that I'm not quite sure of. I think my dog's tail is hitting my door, so I apologize about that. But that's completely fine. But I want to talk about the season that's coming up. Who is the early Cup favorite out of the gate? Right now, I got to say it's Tampa Bay, man. Tampa is just looking phenomenal. When Stamkos is healthy, that's going to be interesting. Oh my goodness, defense is now going to be bolstered with Sergachev. Is he going to be ready for the NHL? I think so. I think Sergachev's going to be fine. The triplets are basically back. Kucherov, Palat, and Johnson are all signed. Kunitz can add some veteran depth there. So this team is not going to be one to be trifled with, man. They will not miss the playoffs this year. And definitely Cup favorites, my pick anyway. Because think of the year they had without their captain and the uncertainty of contracts. Think of how like the uncertain that team was and how good their call-ups did in the end of the year, basically missing the playoffs by 1 point. Now imagine that team completely healthy with their captain intact, but the only issue I'm worried about is Vasilevsky the guy? I don't know if Vasilevsky's the guy, man. I just do not, I'm not sold. I'm not saying he's bad, I'm just not sold on the guy. I'm not sold on him. I can't say that I am. He's very talented. He's a great goalie. He's got a great future, but can he carry that team? Can he carry that team to the playoffs and hopefully maybe do a Stanley Cup again? Man, I don't know. Or not again. Well, again for the franchise because they won in 2004. I don't know, but Tampa Bay fans, let me know. And also, let me know who your favorite to win the cup is. Now, I guess you can have kind of two opinions, like your team bias, like, yeah, I'm a Leafs fan, so the Leafs are going to win the cup. But I'm also a realist, and I don't know if that's in the window quite yet. But, you know, let me know who you guys think is going to win the cup, because there's a lot of good contenders out there still. Still some good contenders. Still some teams on the rise who could potentially, you know, take the cup as well. So let me know, who do you guys think? And another thing I was just thinking about today was I was looking at some old photos, and I saw this picture from, like, a tournament. I think it was up in Oshawa, and I had, like, blonde hair for some reason. I don't know. I went through, like, this big CC DeVille phase, and I was just thinking, I'm like, man, what was the funnest place you guys have ever been taken for tournaments? I remember one tournament we went to. It was a tournament in Hastings, and if you've never been to Hastings, Ontario, it's a small town. Not too much to do. You have to go to, like, Peterborough or even, like, Bancroft or just, like, that surrounding area to do anything. But I just remember that tournament. Where have you guys been? I don't know. I know a lot of you play at, like, higher levels. So have you guys been, like, across the border? Have you been, like, in different provinces? You've been, like, if you're Canadian, have you played in, like, America? And then vice versa. If you're American, have you played in Canada? I want to know, because it's just something that's kind of cool when you're a kid. You know, you get on the bus and you play mini sticks, you play video games and stuff like that. You just hang out with your friends, and sometimes you get to miss school because of it. Like, I want to know, because what is that atmosphere like to you guys? Has it changed over the bunch of years? I remember back in the day, it was mini sticks in the, like, hotel lobby, and then the pool. The pool is the best part. But now with, like, smartphones and stuff like that, it's like, I don't know, do you guys, like, hang out, play Pokemon? I don't know, man. Let me know what kind of cool places you guys have been through or been to tournament-wise, because I'm genuinely excited to hear. I have not been looking at a record. We're 60-10-1. Filthy, filthy, filthy. That's, wow. I don't know if that's the best record I've seen, but I can definitely tell you who's going to get the #1 seed in the World Cup. And it's probably going to be Ontario, because with a record like that, that is basically almost flawless. Can we? I don't think we can finish with 70 wins, can we? I don't think, yeah, no, we can't finish with, we potentially could, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ooh, we potentially could finish with 70 wins, let's see. I don't know if we can do it, though. Oh, I have to win every game to finish with 70 wins. Oh, you son of New York, really? Really, New York? 1 win away from 70 wins? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's fine. 141 points to easily take the President's Trophy. Tyler Seguin with 93 points. Interesting. Followed up by Tavares with 90. Stamkos with 83. McDavid with 73. Perry 72. 69 with 69. 68. All right, drops off a little bit to 46. Who had the least? Muzzin with 13. Interesting. Let's check the goaltending. I assume it was fantastic. 1.83 for Talbot. And 932 with 2.19 goals against for Murray with 921 save percentage. Great. Couldn't ask for anything better at all. Let's, I guess, check the standings. We know we got the Presidents, but let's see who finished in the very basement. All right. Let's see. So it was us, Calgary, Pittsburgh, what? Interesting. Not something I would have expected, but that's completely fine. Who's in the very basement? Philadelphia, and then really Toronto. Come on, man. People are going to be like, took the wrong team out. And I'm going to be like, well, crap. I really walked into that one. All right, let's get the playoffs underway. And holy jumping, with a record like this, I hope we can at least win the cup, because I'm going to be very disappointed. Carolina in the first round. Let's do it, friends. Here we go. 2-1, 3-2, 4-2, 4-1. Win it in 5. Alrighty, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We're moving on to the second round. Who are we going to be facing? The Florida Panthers. You know what? Out of, like, teams I would have thought we'd be playing in the playoffs, this is not one of them. No, not one that I would have thought. All right, looks like we took it in 5 games again. All right. We're playing the Columbus Blue Jackets in the conference final. We lose game 1. Interesting. We lose game 2. Lose game... What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this even full capitalizing if we're losing in the conference finals? And the Ducks win the... Okay, alright. This has just been a weird simulation. Just a totally weird simulation. Interesting. Interesting. I really swept in the conference final. Alright. That's okay. There's your playoff tree. Looks like the cup final went to 7 games. Oilers swept the Minnesota Wild. All right, how many sweeps were in here? So 1, 2. 2 sweeps. Great. The team who can put up 141 points in the regular season gets swept. Lovely. All right, so Stanley Cup to the Ducks, Presidents to the Ontario Originals, Clarence S. Campbell to the Ducks, Prince of Wales to the Blue Jackets, Art Ross to Ovi, Hart to Sagan, that's cool. Norris to Burns, interesting. Bing to Sagan, Calder to Line, Conn Smythe to Perry, Vezina to Talbot, Jennings to Talbot and Murray, Masterton to Stahl, Selke to Bergeron, Ted Lindsay to Sagan, Maurice Richard to Ovechkin. Man, we actually cleaned up in a lot of awards this year, so I'm not really going to complain. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Who's ever like stopping in the background needs to get their brakes fixed, because that is some high squeaking. Thank you guys very much for watching, Cake Eaters. Be sure to like and comment, subscribe to this video. More NHL content coming very, very soon. Get stoked for the upcoming NHL season, guys. It's going to be a good one. I'm very excited. The second half of the NHL Centennial season. Good stuff in store. I'm producer Guy Phil. I will see you in the next one, Cake Eaters. Stay classy.